Welcome back to our channel for another gorgeous day of soap opera gossip. We always love having you here to talk about our favorite messy fictional families. Are you kidding me right now? Hope Logan passing out cold on the floor of the Spencer mansion? Steffi Forrester Finnegan walking straight into a deadly, high-stakes trap in Monaco? And RJ Forrester proving to the entire world that he is the absolute biggest hypocrite on the canvas? My jaw is completely on the floor. Hey B&B fans, welcome back. I've got some massive LA drama to unpack today, specifically looking ahead to the explosive week of October 13th through the 17th. If you are as obsessed with this chaos as I am, hit that subscribe button right now, grab your strongest cup of coffee, and let's get into the madness. Let's start with the absolute circus happening over at the Spencer estate. According to the latest spoilers, Liam Spencer, Beth Spencer, and Hope Logan are supposedly living happily ever after in their new setup at the Spencer mansion. Meanwhile, Brooke Logan is conveniently out of town at a wellness center. Let's be real for a second. The timing of Brooke leaving for a wellness center is incredibly suspicious. We all know Brooke has been fighting a massive corporate war with Katie Logan Spencer, and she even made that wild, seductive offer to Ridge Forrester for the co-CEO chair. Brooke is exhausted, so she checks out for some self-care. But what does Liam Spencer do the second Hope's mother is out of the picture? He isolates Hope in Bill Spencer's giant, echoing mansion. I honestly believe Liam orchestrated this entire move just to keep Hope away from the Forrester Creations drama and completely under his thumb. But here is the real shocker that had me screaming at my screen. The spoilers tease that something major happens when Hope Logan suddenly faints. You guys know the golden rule of soap operas. Nobody just faints because they skipped breakfast. Fainting equals a pregnancy storyline 99% of the time. Are we seriously looking at another Lope baby? If you ask me, this is a classic writer's trick to lock Hope and Liam together just when Hope was starting to show some independence. Think back to 2019, the entire Beth Catalina Island disaster. The writers love putting Hope through absolute torture when it comes to babies. A new pregnancy would completely derail Hope's career ambitions and force her to rely on Liam. I hate it. I want Hope to be a powerful fashion executive, not trapped in the Spencer mansion playing house while Liam smirks about winning. Speaking of winning, let's talk about the absolute pathetic display happening at Forrester Creations right now. Ridge Forrester is finally back in the office after having a massive confrontation with Bill Spencer. But instead of focusing on their legacy, the Forresters are doing nothing but whining. Steffi Forrester Finnegan and Ridge are apparently terrified of a little competition from Katie Logan Spencer and Hope's new startup fashion house. Are you serious right now? Forrester Creations is a legendary, multi-million-dollar global fashion empire. Why on earth are Steffi and Ridge acting like the sky is falling over a tiny startup? The spoilers say that Steffi and Ridge are actually considering shutting down their jewelry line and delaying Eric Forrester's highly anticipated launch just because of Katie and Hope's little business venture. I am so sick of the writers dumbing down the Forrester legacy just to prop up a rivalry. There is absolutely no logical reason for Steffi to halt a massive launch. It makes Steffi look incredibly insecure as a CEO. Remember the epic fashion battles between Spectra Fashions and Forrester Creations years ago? Sally Spectra used to give them a real run for their money. But Katie's startup? It is a joke that Ridge is sweating over this. Steffi needs to put on her CEO crown, ignore the Logan startup, and focus on dominating the runway. If Steffi lets Katie intimidate her, she does not deserve that co-CEO chair. But Steffi has much bigger, deadlier problems heading her way. The spoilers reveal that Steffi is going to completely reject whatever insane demands Sheila Carter is making right now. Good for Steffi. Do not give that psycho an inch. Right after this, Steffi and John Finnegan start planning a massive, glamorous business trip to Monaco. Steffi wants Finn right by her side. Now, if you have been watching this show for a long time, you know that Monaco is basically sacred ground for Steffi and Finn. That is where they had their miraculous, tear-jerking reunion back in 2022 when we all thought Finn was dead. But this trip is not going to be a romantic getaway. The spoilers explicitly state that this Monaco trip is going to set the stage for a massive overseas confrontation between Sheila Carter and Steffi Forrester Finnegan. Sheila is going to follow them. I can feel it in my bones. This confrontation is going to completely change everything between them, and it is supposedly all part of Sheila's twisted redemption story. I have a wild prediction. What if Sheila orchestrates a situation in Monaco where Steffi's life is in extreme danger, maybe on those dangerous Monte Carlo cliffs, and Sheila actually saves Steffi's life? The writers love forcing Steffi to owe Sheila. If Sheila saves Steffi, Finn will look at his birth mother as a hero, and Steffi will be trapped in a psychological nightmare, forced to thank the woman who shot her. Kimberlin Brown and Jacqueline McInnes Wood are going to act the absolute house down in these Monaco scenes. I am already on the edge of my seat. Now, let's pivot to the younger crowd, because my blood is boiling over RJ Forrester. According to the spoilers, RJ is going to officially drop Dylan and go full speed ahead pursuing Elektra again. I am furious. Let's rewind for a second. RJ literally just got into a physical scuffle with Will Spencer because RJ judged Will for bouncing between women. RJ stood on his high horse, acting like he was the moral compass of Los Angeles. And what does he do? He completely betrays sweet, loyal Dylan just to chase after Elektra. This makes RJ the exact same type of hypocrite that he accused Will of being. Honestly, I should not be surprised. RJ Forrester is carrying the DNA of Ridge Forrester and Massimo Marone. The waffling gene is incredibly strong in that family. Ridge has spent 30 years bouncing between Brooke Logan and Taylor Hayes, so of course his son is doing the exact same thing to Dylan and Elektra. Poor Dylan deserves so much better than being a backup option for a spoiled Forrester heir. Sydney Bullock is doing an amazing job making us root for Dylan, and I hope Dylan completely slams the door in RJ's face. Meanwhile, Will Spencer is going to be absolutely crushed. Elektra rejects Will's attempt at a reunion and chooses to stick with RJ. Will is going to be heartbroken, but this is exactly where the silver lining comes in. The spoilers say that Dylan is going to drop by to check on Will, and we are going to see a lot more scenes with Will and Dylan together. I am so here for this. Will and Dylan have incredible chemistry. They both just got their hearts stomped on by the Forrester cousins. Let them bond over their shared trauma, realize they are perfect for each other, and leave RJ and Elektra in the dust. Finally, we need to talk about the heartbreaking storyline hitting Carter Walton and Daphne. The spoilers reveal that they are going to face a massive crisis in their marriage. They desperately want to have a baby, but they keep getting hit with negative pregnancy tests. I am fully expecting a very emotional infertility storyline here. My heart absolutely breaks for Carter. This man has been through the ringer. He was left at the altar, he had his heart shattered by Quinn Fuller, and he has always just wanted a loyal wife and a family of his own. Now that Carter finally has Daphne, they are facing this devastating hurdle. Infertility is such a raw, real-life issue, and I know Lawrence St. Victor is going to deliver some incredibly powerful performances. Will this push them towards adoption, or will the stress completely fracture their relationship? I honestly hope the writers give Carter a happy ending for once, because if anyone deserves to hold their own baby, it is Carter Walton. So B&B fans, I have to know what you think. Do you believe Hope Logan is actually pregnant with another Spencer baby? And how do you think Steffi is going to handle Sheila crashing her romantic Monaco trip? Drop your wildest theories in the comments section below. I read every single one of them. If you love this deep dive, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Until next time, stay soapy, stay dramatic, and I will see you in the next video.
What do you guys think about today's drama? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for your daily dose of bold and beautiful news. See you in the next video.